Okay. Can everyone hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
I can hear you.
Yay.
You're a little quiet.
I'm a little quiet.
Oh, I can change it on my end though.
You shut your mouth. I'm a little quiet. Looks like everything is working with the stream. I actually got something right for once. Yay.
I don't
Yes.
see you online. Is that just me?
Oh, that's right. Hang on. That's because I'm not streaming from my normal Twitch. I made a channel just for the show.
Oh.
Really? What is it?
Casting Chaos D&D.
Hot.
Yeah.
I love that for us.
Hey, look. You gotta fake it till you make it, right?
Very true.
The streamer has indicated that this channel is for mature audiences.
Yeah, man. Can't have some 12-year-old
why
being
they-
like, he said fuck. What do I look
There's
like?
a
YouTube?
black line above my head.
Well, alright. Let me fix your goddamn camera. You whiner.
Damn, I feel compelled to get a green screen now.
Nick.
Or be like me and just don't have face cam, period.
Nah,
your-
it works.
Avatar still is transparent in the background.
Oh, that's fair. You're,
There you
you're not
go.
wrong.
There you go. Everyone's nice and papery, except for Mim. We get a nice visual of how Mim lives.
As for the usual Twitch stream.
Yeah. Oh, look at all these people. All right. So he's ready for D&D.
Dun.
Now that I've been dangling this in front of you for like a month and a half.
I know, right?
We are just level 3 right now, right?
We are level 3.
Okay.
Unless it's changed.
Yes, fighting everything at level 20. Yes.
Oh,
Oh, shit, wait, level 20? Fuck, wait.
First fight, Tarask.
Oh, not. That brings me back to the Tarask fight.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
All right, there we go. All right.
The
All right.
pain.
So, what the fuck am I doing? That one. So, welcome back to the world of Velt. To recap, because we haven't done this in like a month. Velt's a world made by essentially pure elemental energies. Created the land, the sea, the air, and everything. Because of that, has very little natural order. There are wild magics everywhere that seep into the land, seep into the creatures, cause all kinds of weird effects. And the average person living in this land can't cast magic on their own. There are a select few that can, and usually they can cast it at low levels, maybe up to like first or second level if you're special, which makes folks that can cast it higher all that much more rare. But since the world is suffused in all these magical energies, those energies seep into the land and into the resources and consolidate themselves into what are called spell gems, which are just little spell infinity stones that let any person who picks one up use magic as if it was their own. Now, the stronger the magic, usually it's harder to control, which can oftentimes rebound on the user unless it is given the proper housing. So these stones have given rise to their own special variety of artisans known as solitariates that take these spell gems, most commonly cantrip or first level, maybe second level gems, and integrate them into everyday objects. Lampposts with light spells, stoves with produce flame spells, stuff like that. Essentially creating magical technology. So you all have, through various means, found yourselves in the trade city of Uhuru in the northern part of the western continent in Velt. You have come here for your various reasons, and during our session 0, you have been pointed here in the direction of the Adventurers Guild, run by one of the 5 trade companies that runs the city-state of Uhuru. Now, Velt doesn't have typical kingdoms or states or countries. Everything is run out of a number of disparate, individualized city-states, often walled off to try and protect themselves from the wild energies of the land. So, after you made yourself into this city, or after you made your way into this city, past these gates surrounded by 100-foot tall walls of stone inlaid with these spell gems that give off this kind of almost a sanctuary effect. It's very much night and day. You actually feel safe inside that city. You each went your separate ways. Wandering your way through the city, making connections and contacts of your own, and deciding where you want to go from there. But you all ended up in the home of the Adventurers Guild, the Stone's Throw. You were each given a writ of authorization from the Ursus Lodge, which is the Merchants Guild that runs the Adventurers Guild. It's the merchant organization that runs the Adventurers Guild. And a free room for the night. So we pick up the next day in a tavern setting where when you each first entered this place, it was filled with people, residents running about, making requests of the Adventurers Guild, posting them on a nearby job board, adventurers moving in and out, accepting those jobs. Some people sitting down and enjoying some food in a nicely decorated and a nicely populated restaurant area of this building. And most of you by nightfall had made your way here and had made your ways to your assigned rooms, which all exist on the second floor of this building. As you come down today, you notice that there are significantly fewer people here. Maybe it's still too early in the morning. Maybe it's just not as busy of a day. You each post up at an individual table, and about now it's lunchtime, and you start to take stock of your surrounding. Among adventurers that have made their way into here, some making note of a job board in the northwestern part of the building, the young tiefling woman who seems to be managing this facility, as well as a large, stocky, older man, white beard, white hair, sitting at the front desk. You notice that your compatriots that you entered this city with have also found their way here. So, everything seems to be calm. People seem to be going about their daily business. What would each of you like to do? Would you like to take turns introducing yourselves and introducing your characters to get us started? Sure. Tio, why don't you go first?
Sure, okay. So Tio would probably be, I'm assuming it's the morning, right?
Yeah.
So Tio would probably be sampling whatever advertised morning foods are on the menu, whatever the chef or waiter, whoever's serving, seems to be the most enthusiastic about. He would want to be sampling that. So I'm imagining Tio would be able to find himself at the table, scarfing down and testing little bits and pieces and prodding apart this maybe breakfast plate, and it probably looks far insected from how it was presented, as he's curious about the ingredients that they're using, and he's prodding it with a fork and just taking notes in his little book on the side. Would he be being like, does this place have waiters, or is it kind of like you just order from the kitchen at the counter sort of thing?
So what you notice is that the young tiefling lady who seems to be running this place is taking care of everything. The requests that come in from residents and the food that goes out to tables. She's running between tables. She's running between the front desk. You notice that when an order comes in for food, she seems to go down a staircase behind the front desk, coming back up with whatever food order was requested and taking it to that particular table. So you haven't necessarily seen a physical cook, but if there was one, it seems to be downstairs.
Okay. And do I recognize? Would I be able to see the rest of the party coincidentally meeting at the time?
Yes.
Who would most likely be in my vision first? Would you say?
So from where you're sitting, which you are down here.
It looks like I'm sitting at the stairs. Which
Yeah,
you know what?
you will have
He's
just
sitting
come
at
down the stairs.
like a good lizard folk. He's just curled up at the bottom of the stairs, prodding on the floor, taking notes and clawing at whatever ingredients he sees.
You notice that to your right sits the tall, pale lady that you entered the city with, long white hair, slender frame. It seems to be Vivian.
I don't know. By the way, just a point of game. I don't know if it's just me. If it looks like the bot is trying to play music, but I don't hear it. Is that?
Oh,
just
it would
me?
help if I actually turned the music on, wouldn't it? There you go.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
It's okay. It just
Gotcha.
has stage fright.
It does.
Yeah, it was just hesitant. Okay, cool. So seeing, it's Vivian, I believe. Yeah, he'll see Vivian grab the bowl and his notebook and trying to slither over, just crawling on all fours up to the table, getting to the desk, or not the desk, the table, putting his bowl on the table and just looking at Vivian. Just, oh, hi, Vivian, right? Vivian, have you tried the food here?
Hello. Oh, it's you. Oh, I remember you from earlier. Yes, I have in fact tried the food here. It's, it's not that bad. It's quite good. And for the most part, she's just kind of picking at it. She's not really eating it necessarily. She's not really too hungry at the moment, so she's eating bits and pieces, but it's mostly just kind of twirling it around.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Look at this potato, and you'll just like claw one over in her direction. Looks like they partially parboiled it and then seasoned it with somewhat, and he's just gonna rant on about his speculations over where they may have gotten their spices and herbs.
That sounds fascinating, and you can see her nodding her head, like just trying to take the information in, but it's just kind of overwhelmed by this sudden onslaught of words being flung at her.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. It's been a while since we've seen each other. How have you been? Have you had a good time here in the city in Uhuru?
I've been fine for the most part. Couple things here and there. Mostly personal business, but I remember, that we were given those, I believe, was the slips for the information on the Adventurers Guild. Obviously, hence why we're here. And
Oh yeah, I wrote my pie recipe on the back.
oh, you wrote a pie recipe.
I haven't tried it yet.
You haven't tried it. Well, maybe we'll have to figure that out later. But I joined the Adventurers Guild, so.
Yeah,
What about
I figured
you?
I'd join too because cooking doesn't. It's not the most lucrative of business. I tried to sell some foods when I threw my blanket out on the floor and I told everybody I was laying on a bed of bone and I would serve them meals, but I didn't get a lot of bites, not a lot of money. So, got to get by somehow, I guess.
That is unfortunately how the world is, nowadays. But good on you for, taking initiative and trying something different. But I'm sure someday, the more you work at this whole food business, could become quite popular. You never know.
Behind every kitchen, there is someone also getting the food ready. So you gotta be prepared and respect the process. So I gotta learn. Who else? Have you seen anyone else?
Let me see. I haven't really seen anyone else aside from you just now. But perhaps, they're nearby. Maybe they're still in the city. And I'll just carefully turn around to my right. Do I see anyone nearby?
You do. As you turn your back, you do see your, I guess, acquaintance, the Genasi, who has his face wrapped up. He seems to now be sporting a spear and shield on his back.
Oh, okay.
Seems to be in slightly fewer rags than he was sporting when you first found him, or rather, when he first found you. And he seems to be standing over near the job board, along with a number of other adventurers in the establishment.
Ooh, perfect. All right. And I'll just like kind of like quietly, whisper to my friend here, and be like, "Oh, I see. What was his name? Was it Shareed? I believe from the other day. I think he was with you when I first met you. He's over
Yeah,
there.
Sharid. Okay. He's gonna grab us one of the spoons and hook that potato in it. And he's gonna like get that lizard tongue grip on
Oh,
his
no.
jaw, and then fling the potato at Sharid.
Probably have done that.
So, Sharid, you're just minding your business. You're looking over the shoulder of some lumbering oaf, just reading over the job board here in this building, who doesn't seem to. It looks like you literally can't read. He's like, and then all of a sudden, a potato seems to fly across the room, smacking you square in the back of the head.
So, but I'm standing around other people, correct?
You are.
Yeah. So I immediately look to the person to the left of me. I just
Oh no.
unblinkingly just gaze at him.
And this guy standing here in furs, weirdly midriff out, never quite got that, but furs up here, nothing down here, looks down at you and is just kind of weirded out that it's just this empty gaze just staring through his fucking soul, and he just kind of takes a step to the left and tries to look back at the board.
Oh, he didn't. All right.
Here, you try.
All right, not a problem.
Potato.
All right. Can I cast message to get in contact with our friend here?
I mean, you can. What do you say?
I'll just be like, "Hello there. Remember me from before?" And then as I said that, I just sit casually with my legs crossed and my hand on underneath my chin and looking in his direction.
Yeah, you annoyingly don't see any response from Sharid.
This boy, I swear. All right,
So-
we're gonna have to go up and talk to him personally. It seems like.
So as this is going on, right after the splat of the potato on the back of your head, Kairos, you're sitting up at the tavern end of things, enjoying a nice cup of tea with your owl sitting on the table. In fact, Ileana, the tiefling woman who runs this place, has come by several times and just said, "Please keep your familiar off the table," and the owl is still there. You heard the splatter of this potato on the back of Sharid's head, and it gets your attention as you look over your shoulder and see your Genasi acquaintance standing there at the job board.
Yeah, so I would definitely be like heads down, like probably just eating like scraps of, I don't know, whatever would be carbs there, just like pure carbs. Dude's got like a thin frame, but somehow just eats only carbs. Drinking nothing but water, is just trying to make himself scarce in the room. Just trying to conceal the owl, like very poorly though, while he's just neck deep in paperwork. Not paperwork, but trying to go through his scrolls and studies and stuff, talking to himself, and turns around, sees Sharid, and just kind of mutters to himself like, "This establishment is eerily fit equivalent of an equestrian." And he kind of just like shakes his head and looks back down in his papers and like just tries to avoid eye contact, remembering how the last interaction went.
All right. So Sharid, you've had a potato thrown at you. You've had words whispered into your brain, and now I'll say with your passive perception, I don't think they're trying to stealth or anything. You notice that there are two people walking up in your general direction from behind you.
Just the clinking of kitchenware. I'm assuming that's us.
Yes, it's you two.
Just the clinking of kitchenware and ladles and dropping an occasional.
yeah.
Oh, it's my favorite spoon.
Sounds like a
what
wind
was
chime
that?
walking through this place.
And you'll like
All right.
awkwardly go in between Sharid and this gentleman. With lizard eyes, just look between the two of them. Have you all tried the breakfast here?
Sharid, upon seeing a familiar face, he immediately says, "Oh, blessings be upon you, my friend. It's so good to see you."
He'll just place the lizard hand on the shoulder and just pat him. How are you doing? Hopefully you're well.
And as you ask, like I kind of look over around you at the other guy and just like, fine.
Oh, are you two friends?
Don't stand next to him. And as I kind of move you away.
I like your furs. I'll say to him and then continue on with Sharid.
So while that's happening, you would notice probably Sharid, a white owl just kind of lands on your shoulder and just kind of like flutters in your ear. And as you look around, you see Kairos walking down towards them, towards the group of them. And he's just kind of like, Vivian, was it? And Teo?
Hi. Did you
Hello
have
there.
this owl before? I'm trying to
Yes,
remember
yes, I
if we-
did. He's
You did.
proud.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember
you
the
did, we followed
owl.
it.
You all hear, out of curiosity, does anybody speak primordial?
Let me double check.
yes.
No.
Let me double check that. I think so.
No, I do not.
Okay. Well, you hear,
Yes, I do.
okay. So
So what did Tio and Vivian hear?
So they hear just like a short grumbling,
Oh my.
but Kairos would hear him say, "Oh fuck me."
Kairos would be immediately intrigued because he knows that you'd be speaking primordial, and then he'd probably just like grin and be like, in primordial respond like, "I'm not in the mood currently, but maybe we can talk later."
So it's hard to see with Sharid's face coverings, but he kind of just has like this like oh shit
Yeah.
moment that he like oh.
He'd probably continue like, "Did you have a change of heart?"
Yeah, you just hear him clear as
Yeah,
throat.
to them, they're just like grumbling at each other.
Wow.
So
I turned to Tio. Like, do you understand any of this?
No, not at all.
Yeah, same here. I have no idea what's going on, but it's fine.
So as you all are getting reacquainted, the purple tiefling that has been running around assisting all of the patrons makes her way over to you all and very happily just re-welcomes you all and says, "Oh, look, our latest members. I hope you all slept well. I know those beds aren't the
my
comfiest."
Goodness, miss. Yes, it's been amazing. Thank you so much for all your help, by the way, and telling me about the ingredients and everything that was cooked here.
Yes, you're welcome. Tio? Yes?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And-
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. How rude of me. You have me at disadvantage. I don't know your name.
Oh,
This
she
is Ileana. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to
I thought you said it
introduce
was-
you.
No.
I misheard you. I thought you said it was a waitress. Sorry. Ileana.
Yes. She
I have
read
my notes.
Vivian and she introduced her as Ileana, the manager of the Stone's Throw. And she informs you all that yes, I run this place. My uncle is the leader of the Ursus Lodge, which is again the merchant organization above the Adventurers Guild.
You hire great chefs too.
Oh, thank you. We actually share them among the brew works, which is responsible for most of the food here in town.
That's right.
You know,
that's right,
maybe
over
you
here.
should apply at some point.
Maybe. I don't know what my calling is quite yet.
So she kind of gestures to you all and says, well, feel free, relax, enjoy your time here in the city. She gestures over to the job board that you all are already standing in front of and says, feel free to take any jobs that aren't already marked with seals. They are up for grabs. You can take them on as individuals, or you can take them on as groups, since you all seem to know each other. Splitting up of profits is completely yours to do with. We have nothing to do with that, and that's between you and the client. And then she just like runs back off and continues helping
Group
customers.
deal? Group deal? Group deal? There's a lizard, Claw, Cherie, Kairos, and Vivian.
Sharida, he's like just kind of overwhelmed at the moment, and a little speechless. So he just stares at you.
Or a table of 4.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kairos is like busy out of nowhere, just writing on a scroll in his hand, completely not paying attention. Like, sure, that would be fine.
So you all find yourself a table, and I assume you all just start enjoying a little bit of food. I don't think you all have a ton of money to your names yet, but enough to eat. And while you're doing that, you actually hear from one of the other tables in the establishment, not from one of the food tables, but from one of the request tables where residents come to kind of issue their own jobs and talk with adventurers about kind of getting things done. You hear somebody just kind of slam their fists on the table and stand up. It's just kind of this, despite the loudness that they slam their hands on the table, it's actually just a gnome standing up on a bench to make himself seem taller, and you just hear him yell, "This is bullshit! We should get paid so much more for this job." And you can tell that the resident that he's talking to, just this little old lady, is just like beside herself. She's like, I don't, what?
Got an unhappy customer over there.
Sounds like it. He sounds quite angry.
So you hear like the deep screeching of a chair on the floor. And you see that the large man, white beard, white hair, stands up from the front counter and starts making his way over. Now this guy is 6.5, 7 feet tall. And it looks like he has a scar over one eye. And he makes his way over, and you can see that this gnome, his face goes white as he approaches.
You said no?
And yes, the gnome that like got angry at the table. And this man just leans down, whispers something in his ear, and the look on this gnome's face looks like he's about to shit himself. Like just full on shit himself. And he just sits down and says, "I'm sorry, I'll take I'll take the original payment. Sorry." As the man walks back to the front desk and sits down.
Oh, I didn't know we were getting tea with breakfast.
Apparently so.
Sharida doesn't get the reference.
That's okay. It's more of a Gen Z, thing, I feel like.
Let's see if this works. Hang on. So this is the guy that you just saw.
Oh, okay.
And as he goes back and sits back down at the table, everything else got quiet and then starts to pick back up again. You all order some food. Ileana comes back to your table, hands down your food, and says, "So, have any of you had the chance to take a look around town yet?"
Unfortunately, I haven't just, been dealing with some personal matters, but what sights are there to see around here?
Just a quick interjection. Your picture is a little off on the stream. Just can't see it there.
Who, me?
Yeah, on just on the stream, like on the Foundry, it's fine. It's just for anyone watching on the stream, they can't see it.
Which picture?
Oh, the one of this white-haired individual.
Oh, got it. Alright. Alright. That's just because of how I have it cropped. Let's try this. That's better.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine. When you ask Ileana what there is to see around here, she tells you, well, you can really go to any of the branches of the city. As you've all looked around, Uhuru is a central hub of a city with 6 main branches. You're in the northeast branch right now, which is governed by the Adventurers Guild. The northern by the Many Hands. The northeast by the Uhuru Brew Works, as well as one each at the south by the Curio and the Soul Forge, each one of the major merchant organizations here in town. And she says you can go to any one. Feel free to take a look around. A lot of the things to see around here are shops, and they tend to attract folks from all over, even adventurers from other city-states, because folks come here to trade. They, need transport through the wilds in order to get here. So, we tend to not discriminate here. So we have folks of all races, ethnicities, locales here in Uhuru. If you're really interested, there is a central market here in town that is the primary hub of most of the dealings here in the city. There's also the Mages College, known as the Solar. Yeah. If you're interested in some good food, the Bard's Blood is a great restaurant and tavern here in town as well.
Oh, I've heard a lot about that.
I appreciate that information.
Hey, Kairos. I recall you being pretty interested in magic.
Oh yes, I've actually already been. Wonderful
Ah,
place. Highly recommend it.
What was it like there?
Oh, magical.
Gotta be honest with you, wasn't expecting that
Oh,
answer.
okay. You keep
Can't.
your secrets then, wizard.
Can't be
And
angry at that
Kairos,
answer.
like the way that Kairos would have delivered it is like with sincerity, so he wouldn't have even like been aware of the fact that he was being like I don't know how to describe it, whatever
Facetious.
that moment would be. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, a true magician never reveals his secrets after all.
Well, that is true, but I guess for dumb ones, but yes.
Are you trying to imply that you're dumb?
No, not at all. Some days though.
We all
Depends
have
on
those
the day.
moments.
Depends on how the fates play it.
That's very fair. Good way to look at it.
Ileana will also let you know that the Solar is also the largest library in town as well.
Oh, I do love a library.
So, should we hunt books? Should we grab one of the jobs? Should we hunt rabbits? I mean, not rabbits. Deer.
Deer.
Turtles. No, not turtles.
Not turtles.
Oh God, what should we hunt?
People,
Oh,
the most
wait.
dangerous game.
Oh no. Well,
Maybe we can go check out the board and find something to do.
good idea. He'll walk
Spirited
over to the
answer.
menu board.
Yeah.
Completely confusing what you said. Oh, you meant the job board.
Yeah, the job board. Sorry.
All right, let's see here. So as you all turn your attention to the job board, you see a couple of notices that haven't been marked off yet. Let me do that. There we go. There seem to be a couple of notices, one of which seems to deal with some kids that have been playing in the wilds and may not have come home. A hunt for a quote-unquote wolf curse. A monk asking for some assistance in a pilgrimage. And someone whose friend has gone missing as well. And amongst those, you see a wanted poster as well for a thief that seems to have been terrorizing some of the more wealthy around the area.
Tia's going to point at that central posting for the follower of Primal Yikthix,
Yikthix, yeah.
and he'll go over to Shireen and be like, "Is that you?"
What?
Oh, I guess not.
Yikes.
Never mind.
I think this one looks
you're-
far more like him, don't you? As he points to the masked thief picture.
Oh, you know what? I see the similarities.
Yeah, the joke is completely lost on Shuri.
Oh, whoops.
Shake my head.
You see, Sharid, it's because you have the ability to summon a primal, and, well, he just made a joke referencing a primal, therefore...
Boo. Boo to all of you.
Shuri doesn't really give a response.
Yeah, like genuinely trying to educate you.
What is humor to Sharid?
We'll cook you up something one day.
Anyway, I agree, this primal path seems interesting.
It does seem
Although-
interesting, but sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, someone missing lunch is always bad, but yeah.
I know. I was just actually about to point that one out. The poor kids. I feel like they need to go home to their family. It's kind of worrisome.
Well, they probably wandered outside the city and have already been cursed by the wolf, so I suggest we follow the primal.
But what if they aren't? What if it's not too late yet for the kids?
He just kind of shrugs like, whatever.
What do you mean, whatever? Kids are very important.
Forget the children.
Yeah, Shuri
I
just looks at you and is just says, "Don't do kids."
Well, that's unfortunate.
I mean, we can
We
if
all-
we must, but...
I mean, we all come from somewhere.
That's
We all
disgusting.
started off as children.
That's
For the most
disgusting.
part.
All right. So, do any of these sound interesting to you?
I
Well,
mean,
I don't think
personally
we
for
have...
me. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Who did you say? Which did you say?
I was gonna say personally, Vivian would be interested in the one about children.
Oh, you and your kids.
Listen, it happens.
Do you think that there is some dire underlying subtext to all of these and connecting them in some plot? Oh, okay. Maybe not.
No, I can't imagine that that's the case.
Well, I don't think we have any leads on the thief, so I'd be inclined to the follower or the lunch.
I suppose the primal's not going anywhere, so if we have to save children, I suppose we can.
Excellent. Listen, I promise you, their families will be so happy that if their kids come home.
Yeah. So if that's the one you choose to go with, you pull it down from the notice board. You give it to Ileana, and you notice that she puts a wax seal on it and puts it back up on the board, noting that it's been taken.
Awesome, thank you.
So,
Excuse me, Ileana.
mhm,
What does that logo mean?
your mama. No, she she
Your
says
mother has an interesting logo.
she says that's a an insignia shared by the Ursus Lodge Adventurers Guild.
Nods in affirmation.
Well, time to find this person, and Tio will turn around and yell at the entire tavern, "Who's missing lunch?"
Jesus.
No, no, that's not how that works, Tio.
Oh, no? Oh, sorry.
It's still breakfast.
Oh, right.
Still um, despite the fact that yes, you just yell this amongst the crowd, several people just turn in your direction, just look at you. Most turn away, but you do see a woman, actually the old woman who was getting yelled at earlier, who like raises her hand and just beckons you over to the table.
Shall we go?
What do you think, Shareed?
He looks concerned.
I don't know how much help I will be here. I mean, like I said, I don't do kids, as he like just kind of like gestures at himself.
Gestures to all of him, spear, shield.
Like face covered, like
I am the literal boogeyman.
Think of it as like tracking or detective work. How about that?
Yes, point.
I could use some coin. Very well.
Kairos just kind of slaps you on the back a little bit and is like, neither do I, but we can be protectors for our newfound friends.
Yeah, Sheree just lets out a grunt. And then just follows.
All right.
All right,
I do have to
as you-
step away for one moment. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sure.
And as they start approaching the table, Vivian will just reattach like her face veils to cover her lower half of her face.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
right.
she
So
doesn't potentially scare the woman.
describe what that looks like again, because it hasn't
Well,
been covered for these four, correct?
No, because she got it during session 0.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a lower half like face veil. It's like black. Can't really see through it too much. You might be able to see like just a little bit of hint of the skin complexion underneath. But for the most part, it's almost entirely like opaque, I believe is the word I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. And what does the lower half of your face look like?
I mean, it looks normal. It's just mostly to hide her smile, which because she has a little bit of things, to that she doesn't like people to see.
Okay. A little self-conscious about the facial
A
features.
little self-conscious, yeah.
Kairos
Okay.
would swivel around on the side and like peer his head and be like, what is that? What is she doing? What is that
Can
for?
I hear? Oh, are you asking me
Oh,
now?
yeah. I'm talking to Teo. Was it Teo?
Teo.
Tio, yep.
Teo. Okay. I'd be like talking about you like a foot away from you, but to Teo.
Oh, sometimes when you're not eating, you wear things to stop you from eating, I think.
Ah, interesting.
You just
He like
see
furiously writes that down.
you just see Vivian kind of turn around. Not exactly a glare, but you get this feeling of uneasiness as she looks straight into you, and it's just like, I can hear you,
Oh, I know. I'm very curious.
I wear it to protect myself.
Yeah.
That way I don't potentially, scare other people around here. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And she
What's to be
quickly turns
afraid of?
around. There's a lot to be afraid of, unfortunately. But, that's let's not focus on that. That's not important right now. Let's go. Let's go to this lady that has kindly called us over, and she immediately
She's-
quickly turns on her feet and just walks away.
The old lady is now furiously.
Yeah, the longest
Come
like
on.
20-foot walk ever.
You've never seen somebody who probably has arthritis and rickets. Just come on. And as you sit down, the other group of people that were here are still here. The gnome's still a little pale in the face, quiet on the other side of the table, as well as a another human with a bow strapped to his back. And she looks at you all, kind of ignoring them for a moment, and says, "Are you here to find my kids?"
Oh, yes, we are, ma'am. I apologize. It
Yes.
took us so long to get over here.
Don't worry about it. It's not like I'm gonna die tomorrow.
Oh, that's good.
Spoiler alert.
Wait. No.
Foreshadow.
See into the future.
Foreshadowing. She looks at you all and says, "Yeah, my kids were supposed to come in for lunch. They always come in for lunch, and they didn't. They like to sneak out past the walls and play around in the wilds. Every so often they come in with weird stories. Oh, it snowed. Oh, there was an earthquake. Oh, there was fire erupting from the ground. But hey, I keep telling them, stay in the goddamn city."
Have you considered that they're dead?
Kairos.
Well,
Kairos. Yeah.
that's-
They're
What?
tired.
What'd
They're
you say?
Tired from being out so long.
That could be
As-
yes,
as-
that's also a possibility.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
So as Tio's trying to like shut Kairos up, Sharid just like leans in and just goes, "Dead."
No.
Sharidi, that's not how you approach a situation. You can't just
Oh,
use that word
God,
around here like
I-
that.
That's not how you
I
do it.
knew
You're
they'd
already
be
a heart
dead.
attack.
I knew it happened one day.
No,
I knew
we
I'd
don't
outlive
know
these
if they're dead.
kids.
We don't know if that's happened. They're very blunt about.
Well, we don't know it
certain
didn't
topics.
happen either. I mean, there's the masked
mean-
thief, there's the primals, there's the wolf curse. It could be many things.
Oh, God.
Oh, she doesn't need to know.
Oh,
Look at her.
God,
You're so
no.
insane by going on all these details.
How many kids do you have?
I don't have any. I don't see how
No,
that's
not you.
relevant.
Oh my god.
But thank you for telling me.
Glad to hear you have no kids.
I say they're my kids. It's
Not
just
anymore.
my son and his 3 knuckle-headed friends. They're always around. They might as well be my kids. I don't know what the hell their parents do.
How old are they?
Oh, let's see. She starts counting on one of her hands.
Not in total, just
32.
no.
Well,
I can take this
suggest
job.
What?
primal then?
Are they human?
What? No. No, my son's 32. He always comes home for lunch. He didn't. He just likes to
So
go
the other-
out into the wilds, thinks he's some big adventurer, but no, he just decided to go out and never came back.
Oh, but the other 3 kids did come back?
No, none of them did.
Okay. You missed out.
Aren't you listening?
I'm trying.
Clean your ears out there, Tio.
God, what am I paying you for?
I'm old and arthritic. Sorry. Where did you last see them?
Oh, they went out through the south gate. Last I heard.
You said adventurers. Did they take a job?
I don't know.
Kids
I had
can take
to
jobs?
ask around to some of the other parents around here. I know a couple of the parents of some of the guards around here, and they said they saw them going out the south gate. I don't know if they had a job or if they're just dicking about.
What is your son's name?
Roy.
Roy.
Yeah.
Roy what?
Is his last name Mustaine?
No, his last name's Rogers.
Rogers? Okay.
So with that information, Sharid steps away from the table and looks for the tiefling woman. He's making his way away from the table to find the tiefling woman.
Okay. So you flag down Ileana, and she's running in between tables, and she kind of breaks off and kind of makes a beeline towards you. It's like, yeah, what's up?
It's curious if you would perhaps had some assistance.
Yeah.
Do you happen to keep a ledger of pressed contracts?
Oh, yeah. Of course. What kind of business wouldn't?
Do you happen to have any contracts taken on by a Roy Rogers?
Let me take a look. She then darts behind the front desk, and you see her just start shuffling through papers. And it takes her a few minutes to go through this. Do any of the rest of you ask any questions while she's looking through this?
Yeah.
No.
If it's of consequence, the names of the other missing people and what they might look like.
What they look like? Look.
Are they human?
Yeah, they're all human. Well, except for that one Rodney boy. He's a little on the stout side. And might be a halfling, might just not be all there. I don't know. So we got Rodney, we got Jeremy,
Sure. Jeremy.
and we got Harland. Yeah, they're all humans. Kind of run the gamut in terms of what they look like. One's a little well-fed boy, if you know what I'm saying.
They're in good shape.
Very, very clean-shaven. Real nice boy. Expected him to go places if he wasn't hanging around Roy. The rest of them, about medium height. One red hair, one black hair. Roy's blonde. Really look like they could have been a dance group back in the day. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Real spry on their feet. Real pains in my ass.
And they didn't show up for lunch.
No.
What were you serving, if it was you?
Oh, now you're asking the good questions, Sonny.
Right?
Yeah. I make the best stew you ever goddamn seen in your life.
If maybe it was the best, maybe they would show up. I mean, that stew sounds amazing. I must try it.
One day. Maybe
Kairos.
finish this job, get some stew. I don't know.
Kairos is like, you see him, you hear the door from the tavern open, and you see Kairos walk in and go, "Are you coming?"
Jesus. About that time,
I walked halfway down the street already.
Elena rounds the counter, comes back to Sharid, and says, "No, we don't have any official documentation for Roy Rogers."
Thank you kindly.
Yeah. Good luck. Would you all
Kairos
like
is like
to do
hand
any-
motioning at the door, like,
Come on.
So yeah, Sharid makes his way to Kairos.
Okay.
So I'll take down the name of the person who's paying us and then meet up with them.
Yeah, and I'll follow you as well.
Okay. So, where'd you all like to go? Because you mentioned that they were last seen around the South Gate. Is there any other place that you would like to go? Ask around any other groups of people? What?
I mean, my immediate thought would just, head down towards the south gate to just head in that general direction, and then on our way, try to ask some people on the side here and there if they've seen, these people, tell them what they look like, etc.
there's usually guards, right?
Yeah.
I think there should be.
Yeah. Usually, roaming about the streets.
I suggest we talk to the guards at the gate.
That's a great idea.
All right. You'll just crawl on all four,
Bird
clinking
man.
with the kitchenware following.
It's like kitchen maid, oh man.
Oh.
He's got the maid outfit on the side just in case.
Hello.
You never know when it can become useful.
All right. We got
Yeah,
an
we'll go up to
we got
the, I guess, the closest guard that we see.
okay. See, we have an Argonian maid situation going on here. Okay. So you make your way down to the southern point of town. It takes you a while to walk there. The city is huge. Oh no, that's my dog just snoring. Okay, cool. It takes you probably a good 30 minutes just to reach the south gate. Like, it's a hike.
Oh man.
When you get there, again, you're met by the same gates that you came in when you first got to town. These good 50-foot high gates set into these 100-foot high walls. On either side of these gates stand pairs of... On this side of the gate, there's one human and one seemingly half-elf. Elf. You see some pointy ears.
Okay.
Shut up. No. No. The tavern sound effects will stay. They'll stay till I say they stay.
While walking, just want to ask Kairos. So is it Ion or is it Aeon? I don't remember.
Oh,
been a
Ion.
while. Ion.
Does he flutters him over to you?
Oh wow. I'm so used to like trying
Killing
to hunt them
birds?
or observe them that I'm not used to like seeing one as a pet, or a companion. How would you like? Is this like a meal to come for you, or is this like a part of you?
Oh, unfortunately, no. I've tried. He just disappears.
You've tried
Yes.
to kill it or to make it a companion?
Yes.
Yes.
Huh. I see.
Not necessarily in that order, but yes. The
Interesting.
companion part has worked. The food, not so much.
How?
Ion shoots a little look like, I fucking know you did.
Oh, so it's intelligent. Much more than regular owls, right?
To a degree, intelligence is. He stops himself from going on a tangent.
I would love to try hunting with Ion sometime.
Well, perhaps we'll have that opportunity today when we hunt for wolves. I mean, people. I mean, when we find Roy.
Are you trying to hunt Roy?
No, of course not.
Just look
Sounds
over
like you're trying to hunt
to
Roy.
Vivian cautiously and then keep walking.
Things just get jumbled up here sometimes.
Sounds like you're trying to hunt Roy.
Yeah. Did I hear this whole conversation?
Uh,
I'm assuming so.
Probably. I don't think
Can
they're
I
trying to
roll
hush
an
it.
insight check on that?
Haha,
see if
you
he's
find-
being genuine.
You find out that Kairos is a cannibal. Haha.
Yeah, I want to find out
Yeah,
if he's
sure,
a
go
cannibal or
ahead.
not.
Go ahead.
Oh god, that's so bad.
Let's see. You
Oh,
rolled a
man.
5.
That's a 5.
Congratulations. You,
First
you,
bad roll.
you get it at face value. Like, you don't read anything else into it.
Okay. I'll just casually turn my way. And we said there was one guard that had that was like a half elf?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll walk up to them
Okay.
and be like, sorry, excuse me, if you have a moment.
Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
We all have moments. Just in the background.
Is your friend okay? He seems to be a little spacey. And I ain't talking Kevin either.
I think he's okay. I think that's just his natural personality.
No.
But we're actually looking for someone. Do you know anyone by the name of Roy Rogers by chance?
Oh. Roy, huh?
Do you
this
know him?
cowboy?
I guess you know him.
I was wondering if somebody was going to get the fucking reference to Roy Rogers. Delicious. In my childhood. He tells you, yeah, he and his fucking chuckle nuts of friends like to run in and all out of the fucking city at all hours of the night. Yeah, they skedaddled, I don't know, sometime wee hours of the morning, right after sunup. I haven't seen him since.
So they are dead then.
No, we haven't.
We should go
ruled
report
that.
the news.
No,
Well-
we haven't.
Our scouts haven't reported any dead
Kairos?
bodies yet, so...
Well, we
So I was
know
gonna
he's
say-
single.
I'm sorry, what?
Did you just ask if he was single? Is that what I heard?
We know he's single.
You know he's single, I see.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna
Okay.
say that's just the thing, because we just had a talk with Roy's mother, and usually they're back around, lunchtime, and they never came back. So there's a chance they are, went missing. Do you know which direction they might have went out of the south gate?
South.
And then lightning strikes Kairos. No, he kind of gestures very vaguely. He's like, that way. He gestures very vaguely, like southeast.
Southeast.
And
Okay.
he kind of leans over to you. He's like, look, between you and me, Nona, his mom.
Yes.
It's not surprising he didn't show up for lunch.
Because of the stew, right?
Oh, she told you it was stew. Oh,
Oh.
yeah. See, Look, man, I've been to jail.
Oh.
The food's better there. All right. He probably went out hunting for food. Now, whether something else caught him, I don't know. But he's probably fighting some, like, intestinal parasites. All right.
Got you.
Okay, so we have a lead. We could track diarrhea.
I mean, you can. But
Yeah,
whose
I suppose
diarrhea
that's a
is it?
thing.
Or
Do you know where else he might hang out around town, just in case we don't catch him outside?
He tends to like to hang out at the Bard's Blood when, things get a little grumbly in the tumbly. But other than that, I don't know. I'm not really a personal friend. I just happen to see him every so often.
All right, but listen. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for all the information you've given us. This is very helpful.
No
I'm
problem,
not
man.
sure if it was. I'm not sure if it was mentioned, but how long ago did they say they saw him?
Right around sunup, so it's been about half a day.
It's been about half a day. Okay.
Ish.
Okay. Oh, were they on mounts?
No.
Just on foot. Okay.
They were on foot.
Well,
Does anyone know how to track?
I can try tracking, but the gate usually gets very very pop. I'm assuming it's a very. What kind of ground material is it? Is it dirt, stone?
Around here, it's pretty solid dirt. Other than the forests directly around this city, they start to thin out into plains after a few miles.
Okay. I mean, Tio knows it's difficult, but he'll try and track like a pack of four tracks running together while also trying to sniff in the air, honestly, for diarrhea or flatulence.
Jesus. Yeah, roll me a survival check.
Okay. Now, if I recall right, I can pull up survival and do that. And that is not a good roll.
That's not.
Which
That's
kind of
an 8.
kind of makes sense, I would think.
So you're looking around. You don't catch any whiffs of diarrhea.
No.
You do see just smatterings of footprints directly outside the gate. And that's immediately where you get lost. You're like, I found footprints, hundreds of them. And then you easily get overwhelmed and you're like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened here, man.
We need a more solid lead. There's too vague here.
I mean, I suppose we can just head southeast and just try to keep going from there, possibly pick up more tracks along the way.
Yeah, we can travel. Yeah, we can travel outwards a bit, see if we can find any signs of something.
And I'd probably have Ion flying like the maximum roughly 100 feet away from us in like a, I don't know, like a parallel direction just to cover another area, from above.
Okay.
And I'd probably be like seeing through him the whole time while walking and just be like, I can't see while I'm doing this, so if I run into something, just redirect me.
Yeah.
You will just
Can-
gently guide it as needed. Tempted to like trip him or something, but doesn't.
Yeah, as they're walking along, you just see Vivian just kind of stretch and then just hunch over so her eyes are closer to the ground so she can analyze everything as she's walking along.
Just full on, just I'm staring at the ground.
Exactly. Just hunch. You hear a huge crack from her back as she hunches
Oh
over.
God.
So we've got like
Oh.
we've got Lady Domitresk hunched over, like sniffing
Hey.
the ground. We've got a lizard man just like puffing the air. We've got some crazy like magician with his hands in the air, with walking like with no vision at all, and then Sheree.
And then Sheree.
Serene, oh no.
Sheree's like, I'm the normal one, apparently. All right.
I talk normal, but my emotions definitely not normal.
You know what? We're gonna keep the 8 from Tio for right now. Kairos and Vivian, give me survival checks.
Will do. Oh, it was almost a 17
Love
on
it.
that.
Love it.
Well done.
You're all great. You're all special. No, you all do worse than Kairos. You all do worse than Tio.
Don't I
ahead.
technically get that through the owl? I forget. Using the owl stats?
Yeah,
don't
if
know
the
what
owl
the-
has better stats than you.
It's not going to be enough to make a difference, so never mind.
Nah, it's got better perception than you, I think, but not better survival.
Yeah.
Shareed, would you like to try anything to search this area? Or are you just kind of looking around?
Sure. Sharid, as they're looking around, Sharid just takes a moment and just closes his eyes and puts his palms up. Takes a deep breath, and I do this thing. Is this a hold on? How do I? It just.
You're trying to use one of your features?
Roll. Yeah, do I hit info?
There you go.
No.
No, that's right. The roll next to it.
Oh yeah, I'd use my magical awareness. So I'm trying to sense like magical effects just in the vicinity.
Okay. Okay. Give me a perception check in addition to this. Okay. So, as you put your palms up, you close your eyes. You're trying to get a feel for any overtly different magical energy other than the wild magic that literally is everywhere. And while you don't feel anything particularly strong, you do catch a trace of something.
Is it diarrhea?
It's not diarrhea. It's magical diarrhea. You feel that the wilds reacted somewhere near where you guys are. Now, you're about 60 to 90 feet away from the walls of the city. You've been traveling outward trying to seek out any signs of where these guys might have gone. You can tell that something happened here. The wilds reacted right around here, and something appeared. You get some feelings of conjuration magic, and they trail off further to the southeast. Now, these traces are faint, maybe about 15 minutes old, roughly, from what you can tell.
Do they smell?
Not yet. Maybe later.
Oh, I mean, like, does the magical traces have a distinct smell to it? Like from components used in its casting or something?
No.
Okay.
So No, like taking this in, Sharid just points in that direction and says, "Perhaps we should head that way."
All right, lead the way then.
Okay.
And I just take off the southeast.
Okay. So you, as you're moving forward, are you running through these woods? Are you walking cautiously? How are you approaching down these paths?
Oh yeah, I'm not in any sense of urgency.
Okay. So as
How-
you, go ahead.
How dense are the trees?
The forests directly around the city are actually very dense.
Okay, because
They're
Tio would
clear-
then try and climb up and go through treetop.
Okay. There are clearings here and there, but for the most part, it's pretty dense. As you continue forward, you start to notice signs of something passing through here. Broken branches, disturbed bushes, marks on the trees. You think you're going in the right direction. You end up traveling for about 15, 20 minutes. Everyone roll me a perception check.
Ooh, perception.
Oh, well, my owl has advantage on it. How do I roll
Hey.
with advantage?
Look at that. Something above a 10.
I'm so happy.
Okay.
These trees are so beautiful.
I know, right?
Shift is advantage, yeah. So shift and click.
Could I stealth for being in the trees, by the way?
Nice.
Owl hits the tree.
You can if you want.
I do want.
So go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh my god. It's not great.
You know why I
Alright.
think my owl didn't see anything? Because I
Yeah.
was just staring at Sharid the entire time, just like studying him while we
Yeah.
were walking.
You're just too focused on Sharid.
Yeah.
So Vivian,
Yes.
still further deep into the trees, you notice that there's a clearing. It's daylight out, so maybe 90 to 100 feet ahead of you. And your ears happen to pick up the faint traces of what seems to be just a screech, not a human one. Just this shrill shrieking coming from the clearing up ahead.
Did y'all hear that? I turned
No,
around to.
they didn't.
Well, that's what I confirmed.
Everyone else is like, huh? What? Hmm?
Over there, like about, I'd say like 90 feet ahead of us, not clearing. It didn't sound human.
Can try. Could I do another stealth check advancing on it, considering I have favorite terrain forest?
Sure.
If I was a cleric, I would give you guidance.
Okay,
All right,
that's.
a 13.
I'll roll.
That's a roll, yes. All right. So do you go ahead of the group, Tio?
Yeah, he'll try and slink through trees and canopy, holding all of his gear tightly in his his backpack, and just
Hey.
moving along from trunk to trunk.
Okay. Look, we don't need to be talking about packages now.
Yeah.
Let's do that. So you make your way to the clearing. You decided to pull yourself ahead. And hello. All right. And you spot, as you poke your head out of the trees, a creature standing at about 6'3", tall, lanky, pink skin, emaciated, with what seems to be tentacles coming out of its back. And it lets out another one of these shrill screams.
Oh, okay.
And you see
just-
that on the ground in front of it
Oh.
is a human male cowering for his life.
Oh, I see they want to play scary now. I take that as a challenge.
Doom music.
Would casting Hunter's Mark on this be enough to engage it, or would that be from stealth? I'm just trying to think from character-wise. I'm obviously just trying to mark it without engaging it.
What are the components for that?
It's just vocal.
I think at that range, you're able to mutter something because you're about 50 to 60 feet away. You're able to
Yeah.
mutter something without it hearing. So yeah, go for it.
Oh, do I have to cast that in Foundry, or I'm trying to remember how this works?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just cast it from your character sheet under your spellbook.
Cast spell. Okay. Oh well, it's not doing damage. It's
Yeah,
just that was part of it.
Yeah. So, all right. So you mark it. Let's do this. All right. So you've hit it with your hunter's mark. You now know where this thing is for the next, what, 24 hours?
It's quite a while, yeah, and
Yeah.
just trying to maintain concentration on it and move back to the party and tell them what's ahead.
All right.
Hmm.
So Tio slinks back through the trees, climbs down a tree trunk, and informs you all of what he just saw ahead.
On a scale, on a scale of 1 to 10, how terrifying is it?
Well, the thing I'm most scared of is baths, so I'm not really sure.
You're scared of baths?
Oh God, yes! Please don't put soap on me.
You just see Vivian take a huge step away. Just as like concerned.
What?
You said it
Ye-
was attacking someone?
Yes, it was frightening this human. We should probably move quickly.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
He
most
doesn't.
definitely.
He doesn't hesitate. He immediately breaks out in a sprint.
Okay.
Oh, Vivian would
And-
definitely follow.
So
Does the sprint alert the monster to our presence? Out of curiosity.
Oh, for sure.
the second
Because-
you take a heavy footstep, you see its neck unnaturally snap around and look in your direction.
Okay. Then as soon as they do that, and I recognize that it knows where we are, I would shout, "Roy, is that you?"
And you just hear, "Help me! Help!
Well, that depends. Are you Roy?
Help!" So,
Oh, fine. I suppose we will.
everyone roll me initiative.
Oh, of course.
All right.
How
Alright.
close would you say that we would get if both of me and Shareed started running?
So
Was it
this
like
thing,
the moment I started? it
the
turned
second you started, it noticed you. So I'm gonna say not at all.
Okay.
Um, and then Ion just goes on your turn, right, Kairos?
Uh,
I can't remember if
I
familiars get
think
their
it
own.
has its own.
All right, then. D.
Well, let me double check.
We'll just do this. If it
Yeah,
does,
in
great.
combat, it rolls its own initiative.
Great. So let me roll that for Ion. Okay. So let's get started.
For this start of combat, could I I would not have veered too far off from a point of view from the tree, by the way. I'm not sure if I can move it.
So you'd probably be up there.
Sure, yeah.
All right. So. All right. So it's actually this creature's turn first. As it hears the heavy footsteps about 60 feet away, its next turns in that direction. It actually begins to ignore the human on the ground behind it now. It will... It's gonna move about... Actually, it's just gonna take off hauling ass towards your group. And you just see it stop directly in front of you, Vivian. But it used
That's
its
fun.
action to dash. So, Kairos.
I am going to double check what this thing does because it's been like 2 months.
Explode him.
Okay, I wanted to do Sapping Sync, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a little Mind Sliver on it.
Okay. So it needs to make a...
Yeah, an int save. How do I see my DC in this?
under your spell book at the very bottom of your character sheet.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I guess
And-
I just could click on it, and yeah, great job, me. So DC 13.
So intelligence
I'm just going to start
save.
clicking on it so I don't forget in the future.
That's fine. It just barely fails.
So I guess maybe he's like caught off guard, and so like it's like faster than he thought or something potentially. But he like puts his little like dagger arm hand thing up and like shoots a little thing out, and it just kind of like gleans off of its shoulder.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna take kind of a. Can I like go through the trees to the left here? Or are they too thick?
No, but if you're sitting behind a tree, not only do you have cover, but anything you try and attack from the other side also has cover.
Right.
So
That's okay. Now, also, how do I move my token with like showing you how to do it, like so you can see my movements?
so you measure it out and then press space. It no let you. There you go.
It did, but I was trying to do it like smart, like where I showed like bends in the pattern. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So I guess yeah, that's my turn.
All right, trying to be fancy with it, huh? All
I'll
right,
ask later how to do it.
Tio.
Guess he's gonna take out the longbow from his backpack, get the arrow sturdy, and take a shot at it.
All right.
So I think I can just click equipped and then how do.
If you hover over your longbow, you should have a dice
Oh.
icon show up on the left side. Nice.
Well, shit. My rolls today.
Yeah. So you knock an arrow, and you're like, okay, I've got to make this count. I've got to make this count. You fire, and it like skips off the back of your hand and just goes sailing up towards the trees.
Oh, damn it! It was a practice shot.
Anything
one
else?
saw. No one saw. No, I can't do anything else.
All right.
Just maintaining concentration.
What would you like Ion to do?
Ion is going to use the help action on Sharid and then fly over towards the guy.
All right. Is it trying to just... Oh, it's trying to go over there. Well, so what's So by doing the help action, what are you having it do? Are you having it provide advantage on his next attack, or what?
Yes.
Because technically, by doing that, it's like staying there and just distracting the enemy.
Okay, I see what you mean. I guess I never thought of it that way, but that makes sense.
Squawk, squawk, bitch.
Then yeah, fuck it. Yeah, he would just try and get all up in the thing's face and squawkity squawk at it.
All right.
It's gonna die in like 5 seconds, but yeah.
No. Okay. Sharid, now equipped with a shield and a spear, and no longer a shiv. What would you like to do?
So, first, Sharid is going to rage.
Okay.
And with that, I need to roll on my wild
Yes.
magic table.
Yes.
I'm looking at my character sheet. I don't see it, actually.
So, I think I put it as a thing on your hotbar. Did I not?
No, it's here in my inventory. Okay.
There you go.
Oops.
That's not the one.
Did I not click it right? Oh, wait, I gotta click.
There you
What number did I roll? Or you just tell me what happens.
There you go. So, you see Sharid take out his weapons and just let out this yell, this battle cry, as all of the foliage in the area just starts to sprout to life. Flowers, vines, everything. You've actually all seen this before, as everything just like flourishes to life around this warrior. And everything around you right now is difficult terrain.
Great.
Yeah, it's not like you have to go anywhere. It's fine.
And then I'm going to step up next to
Would
it.
it be difficult terrain with me in group?
Do you stop difficult terrain for everybody else or just yourself?
It says for the group. Let me see if I can put it in here.
So while we figure that out, Sharid, go ahead.
Yeah.
That is. I just need to then make an attack.
Oh, it says travel.
Yeah, that's not in battle.
And I have advantage, correct? Because of the help action?
Because the help action.
Alright.
All right. So while this snow owl with weirdly glowing eyes is flapping in front of this thing's face, this thing, which upon closer inspection has no eyeballs, you manage to slip your spear underneath and just jab it in the side, dealing some decent damage to it. All right. Anything else, Sharid?
Bonus action. Nope, that is it.
All right. Vivian,
All right.
you're now surrounded by flowers and vines, and this thing has just been stabbed in the side.
Wait, and odd arrangement we found ourselves in. But she feels challenged by this thing looking super scary. Since they're in the woods, she feels that she can feel free to do as she pleases, so she will go ahead and use her form of dread.
Okay.
Okay, so I believe that's my temporary hit point roll. Oh, can I put that into the... Trying to put that into the thing. Oh, there we go, info, perfect. So you just see her like growing like taller and taller, bones cracking and separating as black veils surround her.
Okay.
And she looks at this creature and says, "You want to play? Let's play." And she lunges forward and attacks it with a bite.
Okay.
If I can find where it's at. There it is. That's
Nice.
unfortunate.
An 8 is gonna miss.
Yeah, I figured.
So you grow long. Your bones are cracking, and as your bones are cracking, it's like hitting this thing's ears, and you hear it just kind of, or you see it just kind of like tick its head all around. And as you go in for a bite, it almost can tell you're coming, and it just dips to the side and just screams in your face.
Oh, that's very rude.
All right, that
Yeah,
it for you?
she'll back away, and that's all she can do.
All right. All right. It's this thing's turn, and all right, so it is going to. One of its tentacles is actually going to try and wrap itself around your neck, Vivian.
Oh, that's not very kind of it.
I assume a 12 is going to miss. A 12.
Yeah, if I was allowed to have my mage armor on while we're in town. If not, a 12 does hit.
Oh, I always assume that a spellcaster just puts on mage armor, so that's what, 13 for you?
13 plus my dexterity modifier, so that'd be a 15.
All right.
So yeah, it misses.
All right. Okay. Well. Oh, good. It's gonna do it again.
That'll hit.
21 will hit though.
Yeah, for sure.
So it hits you for 6 points of damage, and you're now grappled as this tentacle slings around from the other side of its back and wraps itself around your throat. Yeah, it's words. Yeah, and that's all it can do for right now.
Yeah, she just immediately just grabs for it in the meantime as a free action.
Okay. Kairos, you're now hiding amongst the trees. Apparently just in time.
This time, because everybody's around it, I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to try to sapping sting it, but because it failed the last saving throw, it has to subtract a 1d4.
Okay.
It's a con save.
Okay. So there's that minus, well, failed regardless.
Yes. Okay, so it takes 3 necrotic as a little, like, another little, like, jut out from the gauntlet or whatever you would want to call it. And just kind of, like, incorporeally waves through the air and just, like, something hits it, but it's hard to tell what it is. And then it just falls over, falls prone.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to pivot. I said pivot.
There you go. All right. So you hit this thing with this just sting of magical energy as it just crumbles to the floor. Tio, you're up.
Or it's gonna fiddle with another arrow, and as a bonus action first, he'll I guess not cast, but use Slayer's Prey on it. Just to grant extra damage, so just designating this creature as just okay, this time I got a hit, and then for the action, take the shot.
Okay. A 13 just misses.
Oh! He remembers he's in stealth and just says nothing. Just.
It's because he was prone. I made it harder for you.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, actually, technically, that would have been disadvantage anyway, right?
Yeah, it should have.
You're right. Yeah, that would have been disadvantage, but because
He missed.
prone makes a ranged attacks a disadvantage. Yeah. Ion, what would you like to do?
Oops.
Still,
Ion is gonna be called the Flark out of there. I
Squawk,
don't want my little
squawk.
bird friend to die. So I was trying to think if there's anything else he could do. So he's just gonna fly around, and I'm gonna have him like scour for more enemies and squawk if he sees them. Can I have him do that?
I mean, technically, yeah.
So I'll have him go to like a high point in a tree and just kind of like do a ready action of like yell if he sees anything. I don't know if that's like abusing the power of a whatever familiar.
All right. Right now, all it sees is the human now buckled over on the ground, just shaking. But that's about it. Sharid, your enemy is now lying on the ground before you.
Yeah. I want to grapple it, but I risk losing rage then. So Sharid will just jab at it with his spear.
All right, at advantage. All right. So you just twist your spear around and just jab right down, right into its stomach. Still alive, but that did a decent amount of damage to it.
That's my turn.
All right. Vivian, you have a tentacle around your neck.
I do have a tentacle around my neck, and I would like to get out of this if at all possible.
Let's see here. Yes, you can use your action to make a strength check to break it, or to break free of it.
Okay.
It does only just have you grappled, though.
Okay. And what's that do from grappled again?
Speed 0. That's it.
Oh. Oh, so I can still technically cast.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's only got you around the neck. You still have your hands and things to do somatic fancies.
Well, you know what? Good idea. I am going to cast Toll the Dead while I'm grappling onto its tentacle around my neck.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
It just passed. That's
It just
unfortunate.
passed it. All right.
Yeah, she can't really do anything else at this time. So yeah, that'll be her turn.
All right. And as this thing's turn comes up, it uses half of its movement to stand up, and you feel some of your energy start to get drained away. But before we get to that, I need a quick bio break. So we'll be back in just a few
sure.
minutes.
vegetarian. What's going on?
And we're back. Super. So, where we left off, Vivian tried to cast Toll the Dead, and the creature said, fuck that noise. It's
So
now
sad.
stood up, and Vivian, you start to feel some of your energy start to drain from your body through this tentacle.
That's definitely not good.
As it begins to drain some of your vitality. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yeah, I can.
Love it. It's what you love to see.
I'm sure.
Ah, okay, cool. So we'll do this. So it saps 8 points of health from you and gives it to itself. And then Sharid, you see that its other tentacle that missed hitting Vivian before swings at you. Does a 19 hit you?
It does indeed.
So you take 6 points of damage. And you too are grappled around the throat. If you click your token and hover over the damage, you'll start to see buttons over in the chat.
Bludgeoning.
Yes, it is bludgeoning. Oh, so you take half damage. And you are now grappled also around the neck. Kairos, your turn.
Fantastic. Well, first he would probably shout out, target the tentacles. And would try, I guess, to do his combo again. So we're going to do Mind Sliver.
Combo breaker.
Ooh, fancy.
Ah, look at you.
DC 13 and int save.
Ha, sucks to suck. Sucks to suck, nerd.
I'm debating. Hang on. Nah. Never mind. I changed my mind. I'm gonna run this way.
Yes.
Okay. That's my turn.
Run.
I'm tactically shifting. There's a difference.
Gary, if you read what I posted in Discord, please do not feel the need to fix it right now. I just
Well, I sure as shit didn't, I can tell you that much. Oh. Okay. I'll fix it later.
yeah, I just noticed it.
Knew it was going to happen at some point.
Yeah.
All right. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. So that's it for you, Kairos, right? Tio.
He's going to take out another arrow while perched in that tree, just positioning himself in the tree trunk there. And you'll tap his lucky leaf. My friends aren't meals. And you'll take another shot at it.
A 17 will hit. And you
Awesome.
also do an extra 2d6, right? Because of Hunter's Mark and your...
Correct, yeah. So I'll just roll.
Yep.
Ah, okay. There we go. So 15 in total.
All right. Yep, that one. So you load up this arrow and you're like, please, God, let this one actually hit.
Finally.
And it does. it goes square through this thing's neck. It's not down yet, but it's now struggling to stay on its feet.
Can't eat through that, can ya? Oh shit! I'm supposed to be in stealth.
You then see that it's got tentacles around both Vivian and Sharid's neck, and it starts to turn its head towards directly where you are in the tree. Because you think you're hidden this entire time. It looks directly at you, and as it does it, you can tell that the arrow is keeping it from turning its neck, and then you just hear a snap of the arrow.
Oh, I liked that arrow.
Would you
And
like Ion to keep just perched and searching?
No, he's probably gonna fly over and do the help action again on Sharid.
Okay.
Because he's more melee, right?
Yeah. So this bird just bolts out of a tree, flies around just squawking in this thing's face.
And
Sharid,
Kairos let out a sigh before commanding it to do that.
before it fucking dies.
Yeah, Sharid is just gonna jab it with his spear, with advantage then.
And that'll stab it. So Sharid, how would you like to kill it?
Kill it. So basically, what I do is I hit it with the back end of my spear
Mm-hmm.
to like draw its attention, and then I kind of like twirl my spear and then jam it up from under its neck, straight up, and its head completely just lifts off its body as the spear rises.
Okay. Nice.
Ew.
All right.
Well, what's the splatter physics we're working with here?
Oh gosh.
Oh, full Doom splatter physics.
Oh, Doom Splatter? My god.
Yeah. All right.
That's rough.
So this thing, as Sharid holds its head aloft on a pike, the body just drops dead. The tentacles loosen up from around your neck and just fall to the ground with it.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right. So, what do you all do now? There is
out of
still
out
the
of combat?
young. We're out of combat. There is the young man hunched over, essentially just gripping his head and like, please don't eat me, please don't eat me, please, dear God, don't eat me.
Well, slither halfway over to them, and then stand up calmly, collect a breath, and then slowly approach. Hello, are you okay? It's safe.
As you approach, he's not paying enough attention to actually notice you walk up, so he just jumps, just, huh! Who are you? Are you one of those? Are you going to eat me? Please, God, don't eat me. I'm too gamey. I swear I don't have enough nutrition. I don't exercise. Like, it's real not great.
You're probably right that you're too gamey, and I don't want to cook or eat you. That thing did, and it tried to eat one of my comrades over here. But my other friend, well, just look, it's good, long gone.
Okay.
And as he says
Points at
that,
the gore.
I slowly approach, still in my form of dread.
Oh, God. Oh, God, what the hell is that?
I know it did quite a number on her.
What
but
do you mean?
Passes out.
They always do that. Such a sad stat.
just go medicine check him to see if he's been injured or anything.
Sure.
It looks like Roy's dead. We should leave.
No, he's not dead.
I would immediately walk over to, well, while he's doing the medicine check, I'd walk over to the creature. Creature!
He,
Would I know what this is?
So give me Arcana check.
Yeah?
Tio, with your medicine check, he's got some scrapes and bumps and bruises. It looks like this thing might have scratched him a couple of times, but nothing life-ending. Kairos, you have no fucking idea what this thing was.
Ouch.
Course.
That's rough, buddy.
Huh.
It's not.
I've been muted this whole time. I've been talking and
Oh, have you?
It's typical Nick problem.
Oh, yeah.
no, I was just gonna like roleplay the critical failure and be like, Kairos comes up to the body and Shareed with the head still on the stick is just like here, look at what do you think? And I'm obviously like preventing you
Like-
from getting a good look at it.
I would like to think you're like full, like mushing it against his face while he's trying to examine the body.
Ew. Slimy.
What is it? What is it?
Which, like, to your surprise, wouldn't phase him. He'd be more like, well, it feels different than flesh I've ever felt before. So, he'd like probably like lean into it a little bit and like start scraping pieces of it off into a vial.
I bet it does.
Those little
Ah, I
latex.
get it.
Yeah. Those little. Yeah. All right. So after a few minutes, the kid comes to. Again, jumps the second he sees Vivian, but he doesn't pass out again.
Oh, sir, it's all right. And you said a minute's passed?
Give him some space. Give him some
About a
space.
minute or so,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, then I just slowly shrink back into my form, and you just hear all the bones and joints reconnect.
Oh, God. What are you people?
I'm perfectly normal, sir.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
you
he passed
gotta,
out from you and not the monster. Take that
gotta-
into consideration.
I got a lizard,
It's
man.
an unfortunate time, you know. I'm trying to be myself, and no one appreciates that.
Yeah, Kairos, the entire time you're just swatting Ion away from the pecking body. He looks up between the two of you. He's like, I got a lizard, man, patching up my wounds. I've got you, weird lady bones cracking, looming over me. I got those two weirdos poking about the dead body. I want to go home. I want to find my friends.
Research.
You just shout that, like poking your hand up. You're not even poking your head up.
Yeah. Just a bloodied hand appears.
He's like, I just want to find my friends.
My heart hurts hearing all this, but yeah, where was the last time you saw your friends at?
You mean like Rodney?
Or Jeremy?
I'm Jeremy.
Wait,
I mean,
thought
you're not Ron.
No,
Roy.
You're not Roy?
Roy.
I'm not Roy.
Where are the others?
Yes, where is your cowboy friend?
He's rooting and tooting somewhere around this fucking forest.
God damn.
We came out into the forest like we normally do. Yeah, some weird shit happens. Sometimes snow falls on us. Sometimes it rains. Sometimes it fucking floods. Whatever. This is the first time a fucking monster just appeared and tried to fucking eat us with tentacles. Ugh. I just want to go home. I'll even eat Roy's mom's cooking if it means I get to go home.
It's the
Like-
best stew.
Is that what she told you?
That's. Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah,
there's
that's what she
kids in
told
it.
us.
Like, I don't know. Like,
Oh. Huh.
Are you trying to say she's a cannibal?
We'll have to talk to Nona about this.
Hey, look, I'm just saying that stew is disgusting. He says, look, when the monster appeared, we fucking scattered, man. Like, we scattered. It, for some reason, chased after me. I guess because I was the most handsome and delicious looking. They ran about other
little too
places, but while it was trying to get me, I heard other screams in the forest. So I don't know what happened to them.
Which way did Roy run?
His sun's up there. North's that way. That way. He points west.
Okay.
Were they carrying anything on them? Do they have just weapons?
Weapons. Rory's got a bow with like wood-tipped arrows. Like he doesn't. He he likes to think he's an adventurer. He never actually joined the guild. He went to sign paperwork, got scared, ran away, thought we didn't know, and then told us he joined. We're his friends, so we fucking played along.
Okay.
Why is he scared? Is he illiterate?
I mean, maybe. He's not the brightest bulb in the cabinet.
Well, cabinet bulbs and cabinets usually aren't lit.
Exactly.
Are you going to be okay to return to town, Rodney or Jeremy?
I guess.
Would you like to stick with us to help us find your rest of your friends?
Hell no. Are there more of those around here? Fuck no.
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one that's always out here, apparently.
No.
He doesn't have weapons on him or anything, right?
This man has a
I say we leave
slingshot.
him.
A slingshot.
This man has a slingshot.
Can you use that? Teal will just point to the slingshot.
He holds it up and it's just like visibly shaking.
Okay, go back to town.
He's like, okay, I'll go back to town.
Yeah.
I need a drink. So he gets up. He's like, he starts walking back. I'm gonna go back to town.
Yes, goodbye, not Roy. You're no help at all.
Why is everyone like Roy the best? I don't know. He just keeps walking.
You're good, Jeremy.
The
I would eat you any
contract
day.
was for Roy, dumbass.
Oh, that makes more sense. Just keeps on fucking walking.
Oh, no. Poor kid.
Hey, look,
So-
these guys aren't the brightest.
Vivian is like the most injured right now.
Yes.
I am.
And how long did you say he was unconscious for? Did we wait for like 10 minutes, an hour?
It was like a minute and a half.
Okay.
It was like a quick faint session. Like somebody fainting on a roller coaster.
Tia will approach Vivian a little cautiously. He says, "You look wounded. Are you okay?"
I mean, hurting a little bit. It, did something to the inside of me. The way it felt like it just sucking the life right out of me. But so I'm hurting a little bit, but not too badly.
I think Tia would collect his hands together and, before casting any spells, just say, "Could I help cure your wounds?"
Sure, if you don't mind.
Consent is key, kids.
Yes, consent is key. Lesson learned.
Can I heal
Yes,
your
you will.
wounds?
We'll cast Cure Wounds approach. Just touch the shoulders and let the magic seep through to help revitalize those wounds.
Nice.
Nice.
That is some delicious healing.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
I appreciate that a lot. I didn't realize you were a bit of a healer.
Oh yeah, healing both with food and with this magic stuff. Yeah,
Good way of
not
looking at
not
it.
as good as these two though. He points over to Sharid and I guess all three of you are pretty good. I'm not as talented with magic as all three of you.
Oh no, I can't. I'm not that talented. But
I am.
that's very kind. Oh well,
Yeah,
He's digging
someone-
through the corpse, like pulling organs out. Like
someone has a big ego. Fine. Yeah,
No,
go ahead.
great.
Tio, go ahead and inflate his ego a little bit more. See what happens.
Jesus. All right. So
Alright, I guess we'll walk back over to them.
Does anyone know what this is?
Uh,
It's like holding its entrails nonchalantly in its hands.
not sure.
I remove the head from my spear. And
You
then
guys-
look at
What would we roll for that?
what-
give me an Arcana check.
Swear to God.
Something I'm good at. Let's go 22.
Nick, I can't see your rolls.
Smart.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I
all
didn't
right.
mean to like dogpile skill checks there. I'm sorry.
Cool. So, Vivian, you recognize this as a creature that it's not natural.
Okay.
It seems to be the result of some kind of experimentation. It's almost like a person was corrupted or twisted or transformed into something else through some external means. How and why the form that it landed on was the one that it got is unclear to you. You, in your experience, know it's not an undead, but it is an aberration. It is a farce of nature.
Got you.
Sharid,
Well,
you really come to life when it comes to violence. You literally bloom life. Right before you take it. It's an interesting dynamic.
All part of the cycle, my friend.
True, and evidently you're a key player in that cycle. Well, you're interesting to watch when you come to life in the Velt.
You too.
Oh, I just went up in a tree and I missed most of my shots. You're being very nice by saying that.
It's still interesting.
So, what'd you get there, Vivian?
well, they, he, she, whoever they were prior, were human, at least in nature, prior to them being corrupted or something else. They definitely were experiment on and that's how they ended up in this form. It's quite unsettling. I necessarily don't like that. Makes me uneasy.
Should we get on the trail to find Roy then?
I would say so and hope that they didn't meet this type of fate.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling we just need to get on the turnpike. We'll find him eventually.
Yeah, get off at exit 1.
Does anyone have 575?
Oh yeah, let me check my cup container full of all my quarters, you know? But yeah, what did Jeremy? Can't recall. Did Jeremy tell us a vague direction of where they might be?
West.
West. Okay.
Tio will
West.
shove his nose high up in the air, matching to the smells from this creature and what's in the air, and cast Primeval Awareness
Oh.
to detect in a mile for aberrations, I suppose, was the key identification there.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Vivian is back to hunching over and looking at the ground, smelling the ground.
So, you do sense something. You sense a number of somethings. Probably about a half mile west. You sense 6 creatures. All aberrations. Oh, well. It technically doesn't reveal a number, but you feel 6.
A group.
A group of them.
Now, I'm just reading this so he can detect undead. So
You do detect one undead nearby.
Yeah. So T will be sniffing in the distance, and then as he's like sniffing in the air and motioning around, he'll just pause and then motion towards a little closer to Vivian. Just match her
Yeah,
eyes,
yeah.
and just like pretend like he didn't smell something, and just continue on smelling through the air.
Do you mind? This is a little bit of my
Oh,
personal
sorry.
bubble.
Just I thought I smelled something there. Anyways, I did. There does seem to be a trace of a group of something similar to this off in this direction here.
Oh, jeez, not again. Well, better go investigate, especially if they're out west with Jeremy's friends, potentially.
Okay. On the trail. So you all travel for about that half mile. And I'm just going to use the same map because I'm lazy. You actually end up on this end of things. And you spot 6 small goblin-sized creatures hunched over, very pale gray skin, each with 3 arms. Look like that.
3 arms?
4 arms. I can count. You shut up.
What's counting?
Shut up. I'm a professional.
What are they doing?
They have surrounded 2 more young men. One blonde and one rather healthy looking.
Thick.
Thickums.
So 2.
And they all look like they are salivating.
Do they know we're here yet?
For what it's worth,
If-
they probably would have gone treetops stealthing. Again.
They probably, if... So, Tio, go ahead and roll me a stealth roll. Everybody else, if you're not particularly being stealthy, are you?
Be stealthy, sure.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Nice, nice. Okay. So... So they actually turn around and see Vivian and Shareed. Kairos, you managed to duck behind a tree. Tio, you're up in said tree. They don't seem to have noticed you two. But they do turn and face you all. And you just hear... As they start to... and they start making their way towards you all.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe they're just hungry. I don't know.
Second verse.
They are hungry.
Same
I think they're hungry
as
for
the
us.
first. So let's do that.
Oh my god, I can't roll initiative today.
Yeah,
You
initiative.
just did.
I mean, like, it's low. That's what I meant.
Oh, I know. I'm just a smartass.
I mean, that's very honest or very kind to yourself, but I mean,
Holy dice.
Holy dice, Batman. There we go. Let's get a good visual. All right. So let's get this going. This one goes first. Oh. Bing bong.
Who's your friend who likes to play?
Bing bong,
Bing
bing
bong.
bong.
Aw.
Oh.
Oh. Now we're just sad.
Sad times.
So they all seem to be carrying either a spiked club or a morning star, a spear or a crossbow. Where they got them, you don't know. They all seem to be crudely made, but
I don't know why. Just because it rhymed, it made me laugh.
what?
Bow. We don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking of Cotton Eye Joe then.
Okay, I'm not crazy. That's somebody else.
Yeah.
Dig it down, cotton eye Joe. I don't know how that goes. So this one. Well, okay. So you two would probably be somewhere over here.
Man, I'm enjoying Foundry. Oh, it's so nice.
And Tio, you probably wouldn't be concentrating on Hunter's Mark anymore because your target's dead. All right. So this one's going to make its way over to Sharid.
We lost him, or did we lose me?
What?
Hmm? Huh?
Did Discord just freeze for anybody?
No.
No.
Nah.
All right, it must be me.
Is you all by your lonesome, buddy? As it attacks you with a morning star. Haha. It mi-
12 does not hit.
it attacks you again. Haha.
20 does not hit.
You liar. It's 10 points damage. Kairos, you're up.
I would immediately shot web into the center of that group. So it's a 20-foot cube. But remember, it's like magical, incorporeal, ethereal web.
Uh-huh. You're shooting goo all over the place?
Gooing all over the place. So,
Yeah.
like, right in the center.
Once you cast the spell, you can actually place a template.
Oh, okay.
And if you fuck it up, I can move it. I got Cotton Eye Joe stuck in my head. God damn it.
Does it count if they're just, like, on the edge?
Yes. Pretty much the lit squares are what count.
Okay, I put it there.
Okay. So they all need to make dexterity saves. The two humans in the center, they're stuck. Like,
Yeah.
there's no ifs, ands, or buts. How many are there? Five. So from top, going left. Success. Success. Success.
I hate you.
Success.
Oh God.
Success. So your web, you blast this web all over the ground, and you're like, yes, they can't move, and they're just like, they almost dance to taunt you. Yeah.
And I just posted Cotton Eye Joe in chat.
God damn it. I hate you. All right, is that it for you, Kairos?
No, because seeing that it doesn't work, I immediately go to run. Because they would see me, right?
Yeah, they'll see you behind the tree. Sharid, protect me. Okay, so you just haul ass to the
Now
next highest tree. Okay, so if they start their turn in the webs, or that enters them during.
But it doesn't matter because they all saved.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
No, the webs stay.
Yeah, you're right.
So actually, that first round, those rolls technically would
Yeah.
count for their first turns.
Right.
So okay. All right. So this one, now that it's been gooed, it's got a spear in its hand, you see. How far away are you?
Too
You
far.
see, you're 35 feet away. Is that too far? I don't think
Yes.
so.
Yes, it is.
Don't think so. Yeah, see. It's gonna... It's not too picky, and these things aren't that bright. That's 10, 15, 20. It's gonna move there, and it's gonna take its spear, and it's gonna throw it at you.
Oh.
You got my gooby. Does a 19 do?
Who was that on again?
That was on Kairos.
Heroes.
Oh, yeah, meets it, beats it, right?
Meets it, beats it.
Then yeah.
Even a shield. Yep. So it throws this spear at you. You try and put up a shield to block it, and it still manages to just slip right through before the shield gets all the way up. And it does 7 points of damage to you.
Ill.
Yes. Yes. You fool. Oh. Good job. Did a concentration.
Why did it say concentration check failed?
Nope, that made it. Don't know why that was a thing. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. You're still concentrating on it. Cool. I don't know why it's at a 20 was a fail, but okay.
Mm.
All right. I forgot that it did that. It automatically asked you to do a concentration check.
That's awesome.
So that's that one. Since it threw its spear, it can't make a second attack at you.
Ha.
Ion.
Sucks. Ion is I don't think he can make something attack at disadvantage, right? I'm pretty sure that's not how help action works. So I'll look up that later. So for right now, he's just going to help Sharid again.
Okay. Just gonna distract the creature in
Yeah.
front of Sharid.
Yep.
Okay. Sharid, you're up. You just got bashed in the face with a club.
Sharid would like to urge.
Dig it.
And then tell me what happens.
An intangible spirit which looks like a flump or a pixie of your choice appears within 5 feet of one creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet. At the end of the current turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take force damage. Until your rage ends, you can use this effect again, summoning another spirit on each of your turns as a bonus action. So you can summon Kamikaze Fae.
I have a question to ask.
Yeah?
Which one of these is the plump boy?
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
It's the one up top. You're the fucking worst.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I am going to summon it to. Hold on. How do I mark things?
Long left click. Like click and hold.
Okay. So like long left. Oh wait.
There you go. You want to summon it next to that one?
Like right there. So these two, the two next to it. Because it's 5 feet within the point I choose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does it
so-
say the wild magic table?
It's because I still had your token selected. That's why.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
And then wait. Can I roll the d6?
Yeah, you can just roll it.
Oh, I was
Done.
like trying to roll it in the description.
Oh, you can either take the 5 this turn or just roll a d6. It doesn't matter. Because technically it rolled it when it did the description.
Oh, yeah. Then I see what it's saying. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, then 5 damage there.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So at the end of your
That's-
turn, they'll take 5 damage.
Yeah.
And you have now raged.
I have.
So everyone else sees, you're used to Cherie just like making everything grow, make everything look nice and pretty, and really hard to dredge through. And Vivian, you're standing close enough by that you were kind of bracing yourself to just not be able to move at all. And then suddenly, what does this little pixie look like, Cherie?
I mean, yeah, it's a pixie.
Just
but
just a bog standard pixie?
It's like a luminescent pixie.
Mhm.
And so like all you see is like the silhouette.
Hmm.
As it just kind of appears like it comes from my chest and just flutters over, and then like when it gets to them, it just
All right.
that's my bonus action.
And then you stab.
And then I'm actually going to reposition myself around
Okay.
this guy, and then because of the L, I will make an attack with my spear.
Nice. A 9's gonna miss. Okay.
Oh shit! That rolled at advantage, correct?
Yeah.
That is my turn. So.
So at the same time, this pixie explodes and actually singes these two quite a bit. So do that. That. Okay. So this one's going to... No. This one has a crossbow in its hand, and it's going to point at you, Sharid. And it's going to take a shot. Is a 19 hit?
It will hit.
All right.
It will hit.
So that's 5 piercing, so that's at half. Okay. And so it spends the rest of its time trying to get another sharp stick to fit into the crossbow. This one is going to spend its action grappling the little human next to it. So it is going to... It technically needs to make an attack roll first. Really? Okay. So it goes to... It drops the spear that's in its hands, and it flares out all 4 of its arms and goes to grab this human that's hunched over. And it must be because of the web that's on the ground, but it can't quite get to him quite yet. And it just misses the grapple. Dishvan also has a crossbow and shoots Sharid. That one's gonna miss. Tio, you're up.
All right. Tio, seeing. Just a quick assessment. You said
Mhm.
it's. I'm not sure if I may have just missed it. You said it was trying to grapple the kid.
Yeah, this one down here is trying to grapple the kid in front of him.
Okay. But it's probably struggling to. Tio, assessing the situation and seeing that Kairos is maintaining concentration on that web, views that as essential, and that creature approaching him as a key threat. So you'll take out a sprig of thyme and use a bonus action to mark that one that's approaching Kairos and pull
Okay.
out an arrow and fire it at it, that one.
All right.
That's a pretty lousy
I mean,
damage roll.
A 20 will hit, but you hit it for 3 and then an extra d6. So 7 points damage.
You'll just immediately start getting the next arrow and another sprig of thyme ready.
All right. So this one down here. It's going to attempt to do the same thing that its friend is doing. It drops its weapon and goes for a grapple. Sure shit. So it now has to do a strength versus strength, which that's probably going to do it. Yep. And you see this young blonde man in his 30s with now these forearms wrapped around him as this thing is like almost a backpack on him. Just grappled him so that he really can't move. Its legs are wrapped around his legs, and all 4 arms are wrapped all the way around his torso. And you just hear it just jabbering away. Vivian.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and move, say, about there. And I am going to go ahead and, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast. And I'm going to, hopefully, attack this one right here.
A 14 will hit.
Fantastic. It takes 1 point of force
1
damage.
point of damage. Love it.
And that's all I want to do.
All right.
Were any of them restrained by the web? I'm sorry if I missed that.
Not this first turn.
Okay,
The ones that are still in there have to make a roll at the start of their next turn, though.
gotcha.
But this one has a club, and he's gonna use it on Shareed.
Ouch.
One out of 2 for 3 points of damage. Okay. And then Kairos, you're up. This thing that's chasing you just hit you with a spear.
Yes, he did. I'm going to try and. I'm going to try to sapping sting it under the idea. Well, no, I'm not going to do that. I lied. I'm going to mind sliver it.
All right.
So DC 13 intelligence.
Joke's
Sabe.
on you. These things are extremely smart.
Hooray.
They're not.
Ha. Idiot.
So it takes 3 points of psychic damage.
And I
it has
will,
to take a d4.
seeing that it's going to come to me anyway, I'm going to move Shmya.
All right. That it?
Is Teo close enough that I could touch him?
I would
Well, it
Just
depends
at
on
the
how
bark top.
high. Yeah. Sure. Let's say sure.
Okay. Then as a bonus action, I am going to grab his bow and imbue like this little wispy, timey-wimey energy around it
Timey-wimey, you
I
say?
love it.
as you feel like it is
What is-
now magical, you might even say.
What is this? You've blessed it.
Pretty much.
I've blessed it with the god of time.
This is Doctor Who.
Kinda. All right.
Although it looks like that's actually concentration, which I didn't realize.
It is.
Blah.
Do you want to drop the web?
I really wanted to give him the magic weapon, but I feel like it's a bad idea to drop the web because they haven't left yet.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
I kind of want to take it back now. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Because I feel like it's more tactically savvy to keep them in there.
Sure.
Tio would just like jut back and be like, no,
Yeah.
focus on the web.
It's mine.
No, okay, here's what happens. He does that, right? And then he sees that the web goes off, and he's like, oh shit, I forgot. And then he undoes it with his time.
You have nothing but time.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Good job.
Sorry.
All right. So this one that's been chasing you actually looks pretty hurt. Between the arrow and now it's like bleeding a little bit from the ears. These things aren't all that smart. It's going to just keep shuffling towards you. Around the tree. And it's going to take two of its hands and just go to just smack you. I said these things aren't smart. It threw its spear. Now it doesn't know what to do. First one's probably going to miss. Does 16 hit you?
Not when I use my reaction free shield of unlimited usage.
What? It's
Hell
crazy.
yeah, magic items.
Okay. That's fine. So it's just like beating on this shield.
Yeah, like the little spear thingy, not spear, the little hand thing he's got, little gauntlet, like just like expands out with this little golden energy.
Okay.
Oh, that's a handy gauntlet.
It's a gauntlet handy. I feel like that's not what I meant to say. Ion.
Ion is going to this time help Tio, who is
All
helping Kairos. So naturally, it makes sense to help
All right.
himself.
Circle jerk.
Circle jerk. Shuri. Mm.
I didn't realize they need to make deck saves last time. Did they make deck saves?
Well, the first round of deck saves I did counted for their first turns. We're only on round 2.
Oh,
So-
sorry, no, I meant for my the pixie.
Oh, that's right. They should have, huh? Nah, we'll do it this time around.
Okay. And I'm just wanted to read if this was a bonus action. As a bonus action, yeah. So, this time Sharid is going to summon another pixie back this way to hit the back 3. No, it will not hit the back 3. Same place as last time then. Don't know why I thought it was
Okay.
for those two.
All right.
Have them make a deck save. What was the DC on that?
It just has a dex save. So what would your dex save be as a Brabrarian?
That is a good question, my friend.
Hang on. I gotcha. Wild magic. Your DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your con mod. So 10 plus con.
My con is a +3, so,
So 13.
Plus 15. Wait, 8, yes, 13.
Yeah. So Dex 1 succeeds, and Dex a Tahoo fails.
D6.
Okay. All right. So what do you want to do about the one in front of you?
Farid is going to take the dodge action and run up here, provoking an attack of opportunity.
All right.
You also have to make a dex save when you run into the webs.
Yep.
That's when I thought it was when I start my turn.
Start or
As soon as
enter.
you run into it too.
Okay. Well,
So,
I get advantage on that.
let's see.
It's DC 13, I think.
I assume a 14's not going to hit you.
It does not. I would be at disadvantage. It was. Okay, yes.
So let's move you there. So, Sharid, you go in with this full idea of like, I'm going to go get him. I'm going to go protect these kids. You take a step into the web and you're like, this is nothing to me. You go to take another step and you don't move forward.
No.
And you're like, shit. This went so much better in my head. So you're now restrained.
Fuck me. Okay. That is my turn.
Okay. This one needs to make a dex save. DC 13. Just makes it. Nope, not you. So you're the one that went to grapple. You're the one that did grapple. You have a crossbow. That's right. So you're still taking the dodge action, right, Sharid?
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
So this one's going to fire with his crossbow at disadvantage. It's going to miss. This one dropped its weapon to try and grapple the kid. It needs to make another dex save. That one fails, so now it's restrained. That one. So it can't do anything. This one. Dex save. There you go. This one's restrained now. Tio. You can see that you look behind you and you see that your friend's web tactic has had a delayed but effective response.
Perfect. Quick question before I take its turn. Would it be an action to switch weapons?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay. Because he's seeing this creature give chase to Kairos, and it will immediately just let go of the bow and go for his spear that's also a fishing pole, the little twine tightly coiled around it with various baits hanging from it too, and he'll just go to stab down at that creature.
With advantage.
With advantage.
And he's still a Slayer's. I can't remember if I have to do it beforehand. It says it lasts until I designate a new creature, so it still have Slayer's Prey on it.
Or Hunter's Mark, I think is what you had.
No, Slayer's Prey. Hunter's Mark I can't cast.
Okay.
So yeah, Spear. Oh my god.
It was at advantage, so roll another one.
Oh, right. I forgot how to roll with advantage on this, sorry. It's still
Damn.
very poor.
Man, today is not your day.
No, there's been a lot of bad rolls, so he'll just like tumble around in the branches and try and get the fishing pole out, but he gets stuck on a few branches and just, sorry, Carlos, I'm trying my best.
It just turns into a gator roll in a tree.
Sticking fishing hooks.
And Kairos, you look around the tree and you see that your web finally worked.
Yeah, it did.
Except the last one, because it was grappled onto a person, that person is now also restrained. Vivian, you're up.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cast X on the creature in front of me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and attack it with Eldritch Blast as an action. That'll hit. So it'll be 1 point of force damage, and then before it's the 2 points of necrotic damage.
All right. So you fire this Eldritch Blast at this one that's been singed by exploding pixies twice now. So you just hit it with this just malicious intent. You hit it square in the side of the head, and you just leave a hole where that force just hit, and it just falls over.
Fantastic. Exactly what I want, exactly as planned.
So
as
as
we
we
see this other one near me, I'm just gonna move down here a bit.
So as we roll into the next round, everyone give me a perception check.
Damn.
You're all very distracted.
We are.
So Sharid, while you're restrained, you're still hyper aware of your surroundings. Being in a rage, you just want something to hit. When you hear a rustling coming from the trees to the north.
Also, I want to, just a point of order, I realized, because I am also restrained, it negates my dodge action on attacks against me.
Fair point. But you hear some rustling from the trees up above, up from the north, and you then see a hail of arrows, just 3 arrows, just fly out of the trees, hit the 3 creatures still remaining in the webs, square in the head. They drop dead. And you see the little gnome that you saw in the stone's throw earlier arguing over his price. He just kind of hangs upside down from the branch, and you see a pair of hand crossbows in his hands. Or repeating crossbows, rather. He's like, "Did y'all need some help?"
Oh. Maybe. And
then this one that's left here is going to chase after Sharid. And since you're restrained, this attack's going to be at advantage. Nope.
Or but the dodge action, it would just be a straight roll.
Oh, would it? Okay.
Yeah.
So it'd be that first one, which is the 5, which is a nat 1. And then...
I mean, both would have missed, so.
Yeah. So you're still able to wiggle around in the web and just like, no, stop it. Kairos, you're up.
So Kairos didn't even notice the gnome doing that. He was so distracted by that and enraged. And he's like, "How dare you, you abhorrent abomination!" As he tries to mind sliver it again.
Smacks him in the face. All right. I think this is actually the next saving throw after the last mind sliver, so this will be a minus 1d4, which it won't
Oh yeah, I guess technically it
matter. It won't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need
So it
to get
shrugs it
damage
off.
Spells.
You and your support casters.
Pretty much.
All right. Is that it for you?
Yes.
Okay. This one next to you. Again, no weapon is going to keep trying to just smack you.
I shield again.
You don't need to. That one you do. Actually, that one's going to hit
that
you
one hit.
regardless.
Yeah, that one's gonna hit.
And you take 1 point of damage.
Haha.
There you go. Ion.
Help action again. Oh, web drops
It does from a fucking smack from a little
from
goblin.
little one.
No.
Ion is going to continue to help.
All right. All right. So, Sharid, you're now released from that web.
So I'm no longer restrained. Bonus action, I'm going to summon the pixie behind it. So I needed to make another dex save.
Okay. That's going to be a fail.
Fails. Nope.
Okay.
And then I am going to make a reckless attack against it with my spear.
Okay. So you take it at advantage. All right.
Did it make the roll? Yeah.
It did. So you take your spear and you just feel so angry. And you shove that spear so far into this goblin that your hand pops out the other side. And it drops dead. It just goes limp on your arm.
Shish kebabs for everyone.
Jesus.
Oh, what was
Tia.
that? So this thing's barely alive, right? It's just staggering there.
Yes. Literally
So
spit on it, it's dead.
he'll, be for dramatic purposes, you'll lurch over the tree a bit and just go for a lunging attack on it.
Teo, a little help.
Stab you with a fork.
How do you roll with advantage from?
Hold down
Inventory.
hold down shift when you click the roll.
Ah. My God.
My God.
So,
man.
so dramatic, and then he just accidentally just stabs the tree. You didn't see that, Kairos, right?
Exactly.
There was
I
a-
didn't see anything.
Yeah, there was a squirrel, I swear.
So you go to stab it.
Well,
It completely skates over the top of this goblin's head, and you again notice an arrow just pop right into the back of its head.
oh.
You look back over where the gnome was, and you just see him wink at you. It'll be our little secret. And it's dead. You're out of combat.
Thank you, not Teo.
Yeah. It's a bad luck day. I have to fix my bow or
Jesus.
something.
Fix
Gonna get new
something.
strings for it.
uh, so I assume you all climb down the tree, Tio, and you all walk up to the young man. It's again the healthy Thickums boy and the blonde Roy.
Reed says to the blonde Roy, congratulations, you are being rescued.
He says, "Oh, thank God." Did my grandma send you?
She did. She's quite worried.
Well, to be fair, she gets worried when I just go shopping, so I guess this time it's warranted. So, potato.
And
I guess I'm
is
going
this-
home.
Rodney or Harland?
This here's Harland. Rodney, we don't know where he went to. I hope he's okay. What about Jeremy? Jeremy was getting chased by some pink, tentacly, squishy thing, and I don't...
He's okay.
He's
Yeah, we
okay?
took care of that thing.
Oh, thank God. I don't like tentacles. Tentacles creep me out.
They're not pleasant.
No. All right. At that point, the gnome that was in the tree hops down and kind of saunters over to you all and is like, "Well, I guess I'll be taking part of that there reward from you guys, huh?"
I don't know. I stabbed that tree pretty hard.
I had it completely under control.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Wait,
What do you...
you the guy back at the Adventurers Guild who got upset over pay?
Yeah. Hey, look. Guys got to make money. All right?
By jumping in and stealing someone else's commission?
Hey. Is it stealing if I'm trading your health and well-being for some coin? I don't think so.
Actually, my friend, you are confused. According to the rules set forward by the guild, we are the one who laid claim to this ticket. The
He's not
content was
wrong.
ours.
Well, la-dee-da, someone read the rule book. All right. Hey, look. I was just passing by. I'm sure the old man will kill me if I tried to suss you out of some cash anyway. You guys are new here, right?
Maybe.
yes. How are your pets?
Hey, look. As someone who's been around a fair bit, let me give you a piece of advice. Don't mess with the old man. The old man will crush you.
Is he right next to us?
Yes,
How tall is he?
very tiny. Like he is he's
perfect.
absolutely a gnome. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm just gonna stand over him with my long bony fingers pointed towards him and have this devious smile on my face. And I'll be like, and I have a little bit of advice for you. If we need help, we'll come asking for it. Don't just jump in and take all the credit.
Ma'am, I've already evacuated my bowels once today, and it was from someone much scarier than you. So,
I mean, do you want to see true scary?
Easy now, easy.
I do.
What is your name, my friend?
my name's Lynn.
Well,
He says,
we
"Look."
appreciate the assistance.
He bows his head and he's like, "Look, yeah, I come off as, what did my ex-girlfriend say? Dickish? Yes.
Who's
I
the
do come-
nearest one to Kairos? I guess as
Of everyone?
right?
Probably Tio,
Well-
yeah.
Most likely.
soon as he leans in, he doesn't have a girlfriend. He's leaking that up.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Look, I saw you guys. I heard you guys took on this job from the old lady. She had a separate job for us. I happened to be out and about. I helped you out. Figured I might be able to scam some coin off some newbies, but hey, look, you got your shit together. Go collect your boys. Go collect your coin. And have a nice day.
You too, my friend.
I'll see y'all around the guild. And he
I'm
just
sure we will.
saunters off back into the woods.
You might want to change those.
He says, nah, it makes it easy for folks to find me later.
Gross.
So we'll smash cut this. You guys take Roy and Harlan back into the city. It takes you about another 30, 45 minutes to get back to the city from where you are. The guards are actually surprised to see the two of them, considering Jeremy just ran in headlong, screaming like a little girl. About 30 minutes ago. It's fine. You make your way back to the Adventurers Guild, back to the Stone's Throw, where you meet the old lady again. And upon seeing Roy, she's ecstatic. She hops up from the bench that she's sitting on. Oh, thank God you're okay. Fucking rickety ass hands, like, yes! Goes to cup his face. It looks like she is shaking so much that she is shaking his face. And you just hear him say, nice to see you too, Ma. Nice to see you too. And she looks at you all.
Fresh stew for you.
He just side eyes you. Is like, yep, fresh stew. She says, she turns to you and says, oh, thank you. What I do with that purse? She pulls out a satchel, and from it a coin purse. And she opens it up and starts digging through. Let's see, and pulls out one fucking coin at a time. One copper. Let's see, 1, 2.
Well, that one looks like a lucky
3. Oh no, that's one of my teeth. 4. About 5 minutes later, she hands you guys the equivalent of 20 gold to split amongst the four of you. So 5 gold a pop.
5 gold each.
And she says, thank you so much. She then walks to the front desk, informs Elena that your requisition is complete.
Excellent.
If you don't mind me asking, Mom, what time can shall we? Will you be expecting us tonight?
What do you mean? Oh, you want some food?
Yeah, you promised my friend here some of your amazing culinary delights.
Would love to join you, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. She looks out the window. Sun's starting to come down behind the wall, and she says, give us like an hour. We'll make some places for you. You can see Roy standing behind her like, are you sure you want to do that? You sure you want to do that? No? Yes? No? Okay.
Can help.
I just shrug.
Can work in the kitchen together. You can show me your ways.
No, she'll show you the ways, all right.
In the kitchen.
Just wait till she takes out her gums.
Is that how you tenderize the meat?
Oh no.
So
She takes her teeth out and uses them.
Yeah,
Oh no.
that's what you do, right?
That image is forever ingrained in my mind.
yeah, congratulations.
I hate it.
So after the evening, you actually go over. You enjoy some stew. You're all sick. I'm not even going to ask for Constitution saving throws. You're sick. Like you, it's like some. It's like some.
helping.
It's like some Taco Bell and like
Oh
bad.
no.
Oh no.
Like it's bad.
I
Like you're over the age of 30 and have Taco Bell for the first time. It's bad. You all make it back to the stone's throw. Ileana has room keys for each of you. She does tell you that rooms here after the first night are just a copper since you are members of the guild. So it's dirt cheap to stay here. And is there anything else that you would like to do before turning in for the night?
Nope, that's all I want to do. Just sleep.
Maybe try and make up for it with the party by making his own rendition of a stew.
Something better on the stomach. All right. So that's where we're going to end it for today. Hope you all had fun.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good game.
Hopefully we won't see as many ones and low rolls next week.
I can't.
I know,
believe
it's fucking cursed.
I had like one roll above 10.
I gotta
I
turn
roll
off that
better
cheap
in
module.
person than I do on Foundry, and that's just a fact.
Dude. Like, I don't roll that. Like, only as a DM do I roll well. That's it. As a player, I suck. It's awful.
Oh,
I have to roll
jeez.
at advantage like almost every single roll tonight.
You're welcome.
That's true because of the owl or something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Support
So-
magic.
I look
Hell
forward
yeah.
to playing with you guys next week.
Yes, see you
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah. All righty. Toodaloozies.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Sleep well.